Is that better? Can we hear me now? Alert, alert, no audio. Excellent. That's just my luck. How are we doing now? Can we hear me now? I'm reading it. Yay. Oh, you guys are the best. I don't understand why OBS does that to me sometimes. Everything is perfectly fine when I test it before I go live, and as soon as I go live, boom, everything blows up. That's how it goes. But welcome to Terrafirma Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. It's a very rainy day here in Ohio, but that's okay. Is this a Verizon commercial? Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Good. Maya says those launch pads are there for you to pick up and see in your hands. Okay. What? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Just walking around with a giant launch pad like, all right, let's go to work. Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know who came up with that, but that is so good. I approve. Cody says, I was talking about you yesterday on another stream. You were one of the only people doing TFG streams. Well, we are trying. The Zetas are pretty good about trying to stream the TFG here, so I think we're having fun. But what we have over here is basically the premise for our MV technology to make some reformate gas. And today we're going to do something counterintuitive and probably tear this all down and then build a building here and then put it all back within the building so I don't have these giant like flat pads of wood that are keeping it waterproof. So we're going to actually make our MV power building and then rebuild that. And I wanted to try and do that using the Schemati-Cannon from Create. I think that would be a fun way to build a building I have planned for this. And so before we do anything, we need to actually make our Schemati-Cannon. So let's go ahead and get our recipes going here. We're going to need a dispenser, a cannon, some smooth stone, and a block of wrought iron. So let's try and gather all our materials up, and this is how we're going to try to be productive today. As unlikely as that sounds, we are going to actually attempt to be productive today. First off, let's see if oh no, that's bad. Our elevator is out of power. That's not what we were hoping to see, but you know. Before I jump down there, let me grab a couple pieces of scaffolding so I can get back up. This is why we are going to be working to improve our power supply, because we're just constantly running out of power in this facility. Speaking of, let me put a bunch of coal coke in here, get that going so that it is ready. Yeah, we are just so unprepared and having to do some chores here to get going, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Probably do a different power supply to run my elevator, but here we are. Then we gotta go up this stairway over here, or this ladder I should say. And in theory, if I sneak around here and throw some coal coke in, and then do a little bit of that, and spin our lever for a sec. There we go. Hey, it works again. And we'll throw some in there as well. What about a nuclear powered elevator? That sounds like something we'll end up doing eventually. That seems like right up our alley of doing something completely ridiculous like that. I love it. A lot of steel here. Do I have wrought iron around? Be a lot to hope for to actually have what I need when I need it. Just checking some chests real quick. A lot of steel. There's some wrought iron. Wrought iron block is just ingots. Oh, I need the wrought iron ingot. It's a machine casing. It's basically the same thing except for not. Did I really turn all my cast iron into steel? I mean, I believe that, but that's not very helpful right now. I've got a ton of uranium. This can happen. What a great use of our uranium supplies is just run an elevator. Nothing else. We will just use it exclusively for elevator production. Oh, here we come. No kidding. All right, there's some smooth stone. So step one. I cannot believe I don't have any wrought iron ingot. That's wild to me. Bongo bongo bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh no no no. I don't get that reference. I apologize. Not like you do anything fun with it until Pyrite adds bombs. I mean, that would be... If anyone ever play the Volts mod pack back in the day, that was a great mod pack that Cable, Icenorth, and I used to play a lot, where you could actually like send missiles around at each other. We'd have like little wars going around. It was so much fun. So, I mean, if we could somehow incorporate some of the components from Volts into this mod pack, that would be pretty. The song from Fallout. Oh, okay. Joshua, Volts was the first ever mod pack that you played. It was such a good mod pack. It's been a while, but it was so much fun. It definitely crashed servers. Those red matter bombs, hilarious, but definitely destructive. So if I put this in arc furnace with oxygen, I can get the wrought iron. Cool. Let's go do that. I think I have that set up on the 3rd floor. We're not exactly prepared for today, but you know, we're sort of almost prepared for it. Ignoring all the parts that we don't have ready. Don't need the bronze right now. We'll throw this coal coke in here just to keep going. Can you give me some iron? You absolutely can give me some iron, Maya. Maya, I lost a Hypno and you lost a world of volts. It's not hard to do, that's for sure. Material molding, compressor. Can I use the compressor? Yes. Okay. I think that's rock crusher. Compressor. There we go. Got that song stuck in your head, Cody. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? That's all right. That guy going. To make a cannon, we need cannon barrels, which we can make with an assembler, and what's that? Double wrought iron plates. Hello. How are you doing, Maya? Also, Maya, if you want to hang out, I am in the Discord. So, oh my God, Maya, that's a lot of wrought iron. Do we got a distillation tower? We do not. I wanted to build the building first and then try to fit it in, but that will be here soon. Very, very soon. I can put this in the bender. Plates I need. Two, and that into the in place. We can put 2 of those with circuit number 2 into the bender here. You suggest the other way around? That is so much less fun, Cody. I like the challenge of building the building and trying to fit stuff inside of it. That's what we're going to be doing today. It's completely ridiculous. I have not tried it to see if it will fit, and we're going to wing it. Maya says I'm watching yours and Kenzie's streams, so it would be difficult. By all means, definitely give Kenzie the support too. I didn't realize Kenzie was streaming right now as well, but shout out to Kenzie with her stream right now. I believe she's doing an adventure map stream, if I'm not mistaken. So gotta send some love and support Kenzie's way for sure. A bow we can make pretty quickly. Yeah. Those. That. We'll throw that in. Make some of these into double plates. Olive says, I recently discovered a mod called Quick Squin that lets me swap between skins in game without having to log off and use the launcher menu. That is sweet. I know with the multi-MC launcher, you can do skins pretty quick, but you still have to log out of the game to do it. But that is pretty sweet. The dwarf level fortress levels of fun. Joshua, no point in telling him, Cody. We've been trying for months, and he said, I'm not saying it's the right way. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the wrong way, but it's the fun way. So that's why we're going to try it. Worst case scenario, we just dig down. That, and we can send these in the assembler circuit 11. The assembler, man, what a beautiful tool this is. Oh, I love it. All coming together. And I need some lumber and some wrought iron rod. Rods, I believe we actually have in our storage, so we can make a cannon pretty quickly. Cody, I know, but my mom didn't raise a quitter. She was a complainer. I'm gonna do it, but you're gonna hear about it. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. That was really funny, Cody. Thoroughly appreciate that. Got that. Down to the first floor. Maya says, I saw that mod and wanted to use it, but it looked like it would require a lot of server setup and new mods, so stopped looking. I need to get better at switching my skins though, and the wrong one now. Are you on your Pokemon skin right now, Maya? Is that what you're saying? Probably in his Pokemon skin. Those. Where did I put a craft? Oh, I had one right here, but apparently I don't. No, there's one over here. Y'all want to hear something that might give you an existential crisis? I don't know if I'm ready for that. I mean, sure, I guess. What? Why not? I guess. Why not? What could go wrong? Do we have a bow? We do not. String? A little bit. Sticks. Plenty of those. Cobble. That'll work. What else do I need? Redstone. Here. Cool. Boom. That'll work. Pyrites says, "Hoi! Hey, Pyrites, welcome to the stream. We are going to be trying out the Schemati-Cannon tonight. Hopefully, maybe. What could go wrong? Oh, inventory. You're so unprepared for this. I am just a disaster. So, dispenser, need those. Make some bows. Take the dispenser. And then we will make a Schemati-Cannon. I've got enough to make one. But we got some of these raw irons. We can go make another one. Did you figure out what happened with your liquefaction tower last time? I did. I had an input on the bottom instead of the top that wasn't right. We got it working, I believe. But we're going to tear it all down today, build a building, and then rebuild it inside. So I'm sure we will find a new headache for ourselves because, you know, why not make life more difficult instead of less? Needs to be our theme here. Joshua says we need atom bombs ASAP. We were talking earlier about adding the having the volts mod pack components added to this mod. Being able to do those intercontinental missiles and things like that. That was always fun. Cody says, so a photon leaves the surface of the sun, travels for 93 million miles, and it hits your face. To us, it takes 8 minutes for that photon to travel. For the photon, it instantly created and absorbed. That is interesting. Also, if the sun were to disappear, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes because of, you know, that same time frame. Over to heady volts. Maya says, I fell asleep playing and held down the space bar. I flew to space, first Zeta in space on accident, and didn't know till I woke up and saw my death screen. Thought you'd like to hear. Yeah, that was a fun little challenge. We had to use the player death command to be able to get your stuff back. My main issue is taking the multi-preview too literally. Everything is customizable. The general thumb is almost everything needs maintenance and energy hatches, and you need inputs and outputs for the recipes you want. You don't need everything in the preview. I think what had happened is I saw the green of the energy hatch and I mistook it for the input hatch instead of the energy hatch. So I didn't actually have the energy hatches, which is why it wasn't turning into the liquefaction tower. I think it was literally me mistaking one block for the other. Because once I actually took the time to look at the block list, it worked pretty well. So I think I was just being a little dense. Had to make one of these. Get along. Lumber. Hard to do. There's a saw. Boom. I did all the logs. That was a mistake. Deck table. Let's put that guy there. We'll put our cannon there. Not that that matters. I gotta make the actual empty schematics. I need paper and light blue dye. I've got the light blue dye. I need some paper. And for the 8 minutes, we would still be traveling along the path as if the sun was there, because gravity travels at the speed of light, so we would be in complete darkness. Become a rogue planet at the same time. It is very fascinating. Here's I thought I had the paper up there, but it's probably going to be storage room here. Alright, it says we watched you crafting ULV energy hatches and died inside very painfully. That's fair. I felt pretty dumb about that. Also, for those that didn't catch on that last stream, fun fact, if you connect the MV battery box to a ULV energy hatch, it blows up rather instantaneously, and I was very unprepared for that. That one definitely caught me a little off guard. All right, let's see. I believe I need to set this guy in. Take the empty building. All right. Let's see. Oh no, wrong button. I should go look over here to make sure I have everything kind of lined up where I want it. I have right down. All right, that will be in the water. Perfect. I believe we're close enough to nuclear to talk about it as a legit option for elevators. Zeta 1 is so close. We're getting there. Slow but steady, we are getting there. This is about where we want this thing. Oh, yep. Painful. I think everything is actually gonna more or less fit in this building. More or less. Let's go ahead and put that guy in. Right. Gunpowder. That's something we're gonna need. Also gonna need one of these aluminum crates next to it. And then I need the checklist. Feather. That was the saddest part. You spent all that time building it and it blew up, and it was both sad and hilarious at the exact same time. I was completely caught off guard and I did not know what had happened to me, but it was pretty funny. Let's see here. We need a feather. I think we've got feathers at spawn. Come here, Shimmer. We'll take Shimmer. We will head on off the spawn. Gotta ride the horse, you know. Because if I ever join a TFG server, I know I'm just gonna do my best to dig as many chunks down to bedrock so I can make a gigantic mega build. I'm doing one in the solar world now. It's a giant Greek temple. That sounds awesome. There you go. Let's see, there's a feather in here at spawn. Oh, we're off the horse. Very important. Feather. Dang it. Feather. There might be some over here. Ooh, looks like Kenzie upgraded to a war balloon as well. Nice. Oh, for Kenzie from Hypno. Hypno made it for her. That makes sense. Still waiting for that booze temple. I have not forgotten about the booze temple, Olive. I have a sweet plan for the Terrafirmagreg world. But the amount of blocks I need to make that build has been kind of insane. So it's been backburnered a little bit, but it has not been forgotten. It is a work in progress. I have any feathers here? Mostly these are followed, but I want to see how big I can actually make it and still see the scope without distant horizons. That's always a fun little challenge. Ricky. Yep. Many things are a future Ricky problem. Where are the feathers? I am certain we had one from our animals somewhere. I'm literally running around looking for a feather right now. This is where we are. And here? Nope. 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 Maybe in here? How about here? What about in there? Really? Who died? Kensington died. It's always funny to walk around and you come across a random body hanging on the ground. It happens more often than you would think on this server. I swear some of the members just leave an item in their body just so that the skeleton stays there at all times. There. Do you have a feather? Just need one. No dice. Yeah, we'll also need gunpowder. Yes. Both of those things are things that I do kind of need. I'm not fully prepared for the day, but I wasn't really sure how long it was going to take to get things going, so here we are. So far with a 12 chunk radius, I can fit about 400-ish blocks wide, 90 tall, but I want to be much taller. I'm going to do some testing. That sounds... You'll have to put a picture in the Discord so that we can see the project. I found feathers! Nice. Step 1 done. UAE, the wall type of build. Oh, the I know what you're talking about. All right, back on the horse. Away! Ta-da! Hally ho! Ooh. Do. Defo in the disc when I get off here. That sounds sweet. Yep, we definitely are going to want to see this thing when it's all done. Off the horse. Here we go. Let's sleep real quick. Boom. Hold on. I don't have inventory. I don't have inventory. Disaster. Boom. Maya just flies away. I really need to invest in one of those. Right. Gunpowder. It's ready. That with a feather. Schematic quill. Send that guy in. Oh, I need a clipboard. I've been going after the wrong thing here this whole time. Need more of like, that's fantastic. I've been trying to make the wrong thing this whole time anyways. Sounds about right. Burj Khalifa to scale in Minecraft is 800 blocks. It's kind of hard to build 800 blocks in Minecraft. Oh. 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 Do I have enough to make that clipboard now? I do love going with a grandiose build. That is always fun to do. I need small spring. I have a small spring. Let's look real quick. Steel rod in the bender. Code 1. Okay. Let's. Oh, that'll work. Put the regular springs back because we don't need those. Get the one small spring. I need to put a crafting table over here. 3, 4. That. Boom. 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 That'll make life a little bit easier. Lumber. There we go. Every time I see that greenhouse, I hate to think how much work I'm going to have to do with the CFD server update. We haven't updated yet. It's been on my to-do list, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, so I apologize for that. But I really would like to update it this week. So that is something that will need to be addressed here soon. How ridiculously difficult will this be? Oh. Next step. Empty our inventory of all the stuff we don't need. Let's go be super nice to Maya and go give him a Schemati-Cannon since we took the time to make one extra. Your animals have gone insane. That might be update bug. Been working on backporting the 1.21 TFC world gen to TFG. That sounds like an absolute headache. I do not envy you there, Pyrighty. What is that? What's going on in here? What is this? Who made this? What is it for? Oh. Of course it was. Oop. That was so satisfying. I want them. Oh my god, those are so sweet. The cleared area will be a community or processing station. Ah, this is sweet. This is cool. Oh, and it's raining. Water. Oh no, wrong way. Oh. IDs is a data pack thing for updating World's End. Yeah, we used a data pack in season 3 to make a floating islands world actually. It was just a vanilla Minecraft world and used the data pack of that kind of adjusted the noise of the World's End to be able to create the floating islands. It was really cool. But yeah, that's not too terribly difficult to do. Here. That. Okay. And now the very painful part of tearing it all down because it's not in the right spot anyways. Feels a little bad, but so it goes. Select the power supply first, let it keep running while it still has some power. But now that we know how big everything is, we know this building is going to be plenty big enough for what we need. He said super convincingly, and not feeling confident about it at all. Boom. Where are the fluid tanks? Those anymore? Oh, cleanup time. Joshua says, is the mob cramming thing a TFG thing or something else? That's a question for Pyrite. I don't know the answer. It feels so sad to tear all this apart, but it's also necessary. Now we know what we need to do, so you know that's the good news part of it. Boards. We'll just let that keep working because there's still power in there. I don't know what you mean by mob cramming. Just edit a file and put it in the cube folder. There you go. Is it late enough that we can sleep this rain away? That would be good. Nice. That's what we like. So it sounds like the mobs are just have a mind of their own, Josh. Get rid of all this now. Feels so sad to tear this apart after all the work it went into putting it together, but we now know what we need to. Cody, I'll have to learn all this damn. It's not too bad once you get the hang of it. It just takes a little while to get used to it, but it's totally doable, Cody. Maya says that sounds like a vanilla mechanic, like the mobs just having a mind of their own, probably. Good old Minecraft mobs being so unpredictable. Those guys, whatever this guy is, cute. Classic out of boom. Here's where we're going to put all of our components that went into what we needed to do, so we know if it's in there we needed it. That's our plan there. Here. That was probably a mistake. That's so much coal coke. Oh goodness. Here's what we'll do. That. And I'll go grab a chest real quick. Currently there's one around here of some sort that will work. Come on. This is temporary storage for all this coal coke. Grab all our up with that here. Moved my animals and sheep and pigs and stuff into a biodome, but they're cramming all in the corner and killing themselves. They are sealed off, so their pathing shouldn't be trying to have them leave. Well, it shouldn't in actuality are two different things. Mobs in Minecraft don't exactly pay attention to what they should be doing, to be fair. We are out of power in this guy. Grab this. Domes generally have diagonal portions of blocks where 2 blocks only touch in the corners. If you double up the wall of those sections, it can fix it. Interesting. I did not know that. But it does make sense. They're 10 blocks below the surface. Yeah, they should be. They shouldn't be misbehaving like that. That's very weird. Oh yes, the tree felling will actually come in handy for once. Oh yeah, that is so satisfying. Look at it go. I love it. That's so much easier than having to cut each of those down. Just need to remember to turn it back off before I start building and accidentally tear my whole house down again. It's been known to happen. Grab our roof panels. Beautiful. Those. You've lost half your herd today, Josh? That's wild. I think it was Olive who was asking if I had watched the new season of Fallout yet. And the answer to that is not yet. But the reason being is the wife and I have actually been catching up on a lot of shows in the last week. And the show that we actually just started catching back up on is the new season of Landman, which is just a fantastic show. But we will get to Fallout here probably within the next week. So that is on the to watch list, FYI. Kenzie coming in with the TFT. Yes, it's Terra Firma Tuesday. How was your stream, Kenzie? Hopefully you had a good time. I know you were streaming this evening. With it being an opening on the other side of the wall, mobs also attract large chunks of solid blocks. You could try putting something like that in the middle. You guys are troubleshooting like crazy, and I'm over here just tearing down all my hard work. And he says, oh heck yeah, excellent. The newest season of Landman is so good. We are about 3 episodes in, and it has been great. So I really liked the first season of that show. I like most of the Taylor Sheridan shows, to be honest, the Yellowstones and things like that. But I think Landman may actually be my favorite of the shows he's made. Between that and probably the 1883 one. Those would be my 2 top choices of his shows. Lioness was a pretty decent season 1, and I thought season 2 they just picked too many storylines. They couldn't just stick to a storyline. So it was a little like confusing, but the first season of Lioness was very good. The newest Tulsa King, I have not. It's on my to watch list as well. So we will get to that as well. A lot of great shows that we need to catch up on. Throw the logs back here. I start losing stuff. What? Stream sucked and I hated it. There was so much stuff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kenzie. Sorry to hear that. Did we actually run out of power now? Excellent. This guy can come down too. APOC logs. You watched the first episode of Marshalls and Casey Dunn spin-off and you can't wait for more. I saw that previewed. I probably will wait till there's more than 1 episode out before I start my way down that show, but it did look very interesting. I did like the Casey Dutton character from Yellow. Oh, I got a lot of charcoal. Nice. It is a loose term. It was difficult and challenging as a good adventure map should be. I mean, I understand completely what you were saying. Theoretically, once we get all this put back together, we're going to have MV power here in the valley, and it's going to be great. I just wonder how long it's going to take to assemble all this stuff back together. Hopefully not too long now that we've done it once. He said super convincingly. That was probably too late now. These in. Put another crate there for all the stuff we just picked up. Beautiful. And more space. So the dome discussion is on the CFT server. Joshua is having some difficulty with his animals. They're just making weird pathing decisions, as you know, Minecraft, and apparently he's got like a little biodome or something to that effect, and is looking for ideas on ways to fix the Minecraft pathing, which is sometimes a losing battle, but I understand where he's coming from with that. Oh, there's no, I can reach. It's fine. Terracotta and go down. Look at it go. That might be the most satisfying thing. Love it. Love it so much. All right, we're gonna turn that off real quick. Those guys there. Go around and collect all of these guys. Should be in the way. Excellent. Beautiful. Don't you hate when things have a mind of their own? Absolutely. But they always do. Unfortunately. Every time you fly by, you magnet up 32 minus 64 pork, just a little meat magnet. That's hilarious, Kenzie. That's so funny. Bunch of stuff I don't need at the moment, but we're gonna put it away anyways. What a mess. Link. Bunch of stuff in there. Just getting all over the place. Sure. This. Excellent. I think we are actually about ready to try the Schemati-Cannon. And by that, I mean gathering up all the stuff we need for it to be able to do its job, because I don't actually have the materials yet. But that's theoretically the easy part, he said super convincingly. Oop. Go sleep the night away real quick. That's really weird, Josh. I'm not sure why that would be happening. I don't know if the update on the CFT world will help or not. It sounds like it's just a Minecraft issue, but we will try at least. I gotta get that one floating block. Okay. Now, I need my clipboard. There's the clipboard. All right, I need start going around and collecting the materials I need here. A lot of animals. It really is. And this site. Then we're gonna send everything I don't need there. Baobab. All right, we're gonna do plan B. We're gonna go visit Maya's place and steal a bunch of wood from Maya. All right, let's just place a block somewhere, but I'm not sure where. A little concerned that I don't know where that just placed. I think it would be on bottom corner, but maybe not. Happy with this location of it. Happy enough. That'll work. Alrighty, why do you need that many animals anyways? Probably because the CFT server has some minor food issues from time to time. Is my guess, but I'm just guessing. I'm the one who plays the most on the server, so I run the shops that keep the others catch up and get mats. I also sell food. That's the main reason. Yeah, Joshua is kind of the one that kind of feeds the server, to be fair. So he is definitely our local farmer on the CFT. Which, reminder, anyone that gets a membership any level can be whitelisted to the CFT server. I love that sign, Maya. Turned out really good. All right, let's go steal some wood from Maya and see if he notices. He's definitely not in the call watching the stealing happening. I'm sure that's not happening right now. Baobab. Good thing it's not laggy around here or anything. Chestnut. Cypress, spruce, Avea. I do not have the Baobab logs. Bad if you don't. They got like 25 square chunks. I like the way you think there. I'm wondering if Maya doesn't actually have the logs I need. Keep going down the list for a minute. Blackwood. Definitely need blackwood. Wood. Gather that. Does not have that. That figures. Chestnut. Let's grab some chestnut. Don't worry about my. I think I have some in my storage barn. So let me go check that out. Yo. Rubber rings on me. Fine. Step one of taking some. Complete. The server crasher 9000. That is absolutely what we should call Maya's wood farm. Oh, I love that. That's really funny. Someone actually building with vanilla acacia. You know, we like the orange blocks here. TFC's powder kegs are already plenty explosive. I mean, yes, but imagine a nuclear warhead. Just saying. Sea level in TFC. Let's see. 564. It looks to be 63. Hey, Maya. Let me do one more thing here. Grab this real quick. Put them in here because I'm going to have to turn them into the different forms I need, but that's fine. And go see if I have some baobabs here, perchance. Baobab wood, that'll work. With a variance of plus or minus 3. Do those in there. I think I grabbed way more than I need. Sounds like something I would have done. Dude. Old roof framing thing work. Hi, real quick. Hi, Maya. Look at all those baobabs. Nice. Thank you. Now let's see. I need planks. Lumber going. Digging 25 chunks down to -50, then building a hyper pyramid is a bad thing. I mean, that is a relative term. It sounds like a great thing. What do I know? Need 64 of those. Check. Baobab shingled roof. Chisel. Where'd my chisel it? That. Throw those in. Oh, do I have to do the... Oh, this is going to be time consuming. I need 62 of them. Okay. Don't mind me. Get everything ready. Kenzie says, gotta lurk for a little bit, but I'll check back in. All good, Kenzie. Thank you for stopping by while you could. Glad that you were able to spend at least a little bit of time of your Terrafirma Tuesday with us. Let's put guys in. What is a hyper pyramid? I mean, it's like a super pyramid is what it is. All we need is a server the size of Manhattan and 20,000 of our closest friends. I love it. fully support. There's the baobab shingles. Make sure I've got all those now. The night vision on the nano muscle helm seems to work randomly. There's a trigger for it. I don't know. I haven't made it that far to have the nano helmet, so it's on my to-do list to get things like that. But we are just going to be spending some time here gathering the materials we need for this build. And then theoretically we should have a super satisfying of the Schemati-Cannon network. Maya says, pretty sure Cub Fan's pyramid was larger than 25 chunks and he fit above ground with standard pyramid incline, so might not need to go down. I still won't be doing that even if I start at the same time as Ricky on the server. That's hilarious, but thank you. So there's 4 of those. Baobab shingled roof. I think if I do that gives me some, but not enough. Again, we make some more. Basically checks if it's turned on every 5 seconds or so. Is it probably just checking for like day-night cycle kind of thing? Like general light levels, perhaps? That would maybe make sense. I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure. Yeah, the best guess I could figure would be light levels, Joshua, but I'm not positive. Something ridiculously huge in TFG. I mean, you could do Minas Tirith. That would be pretty huge. Not light levels. All right, fair enough. Fried keys. Interesting. That is weird. Not sure what would be causing that. Those in there. There's that looks like there's sure. Those. Now we need black wood. Throw those in measure. Cool. Your night vision stays on until I turn it off. I haven't had to turn it on early. It might be a lag issue. What key are you using to toggle it, Maya? Is there a keybind for that? Boom. That. Then slabs. 60 slabs. Next page. 144 blackwood stairs. Let's see for any more of that. So we make more. Armor mode switch under Greg Tech. So whatever your keybind is for that, Joshua. And if you know what the default keybind for that is, just let me know, Josh. I know Maya mixes his keybinds around, so. That was probably theirs. But stuck. Chestnut. There's the chestnut. 1, 3, 4. 4. That would be enough of those. We need 8 chestnut stairs. That'll work for that. 69 chestnut trapdoors. Grab those. It looks like it's defaulted to M, which is the map keybind. Well, I moved my map keybind to Poland because I knew so many things tend to use M. So that's something I always keep my map on Poland for whatever reason. 67 dolomite bricks. Go grab those. I'm gonna have to sleep. It's getting dark. That is not enough dolomite bricks. Do I have more over here? I go running. But not a lot. Looks like I used most of my dolomite. Oh. No, there's going to be dolomite at spawn. Go grab that real quick. So I need 67 and I have 60. So I need 7 more. Should not be too hard. He said super convincingly. I think in this chest over here there's some. We'll check here real quick. Excellent. Don't have them. That's what I love to see. Where is our dolomite? Your current big building is only 112 blocks long, 27 wide, and 16 blocks tall. It's quote unquote small. I love it. Love it. Let's grab this real quick. Enough steam to last us a minute. Lovely. We'll grab a stack of that, I think, just to be safe. Makes sense to me. Like I haven't done anything. There. Go. Bricks. And I put them in assembler with liquid concrete. Oh no, that sounds like expensive. Stone dust, gypsum, and calcite. I don't have that. Do it with clay dust, but I just haven't made that yet. Why? Why couldn't it have been nice and easy? Alright, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way with mortar. Just because being cheap today. It says super tall buildings that aren't equally wide look wonky. That is fair. That is fair. I think it's also 319 in TFG Maya because it's based off the 1.21 version of Minecraft, and that was already when they had that as the height limit. I'm pretty sure that remains true. Hey, we got some dolomite bricks. So 67 dolomite bricks. There we go. And check. 72 shale bricks. So get in there. I knew it was good. Shale. Yeah, bro. Plus you now have the negative height. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. That work. The OG TFC. Oh, the good old days. There is the shale bricks. Ooh, this is getting expensive. 268 fir logs. So I need 5 stacks of fir logs. One, 2, 4, 5. Oh no, that's stacks of 64. So 4, 8, 12, 6, 17 stacks away. 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 17. Of course, it's one more than I have space for. We'll be fine. We'll go get that brick in a minute. Close it. Let's go ahead and just hit start, see what happens. Stripped hickory log. Wow, we made it 1 block. Excellent. How many stripped hickory block that stripped hickory blocks do I need? 2? Just 2? All right. Well, that should not be hard to find. Said convincingly. We'll have to strip it, but that's fine. So satisfying. Oh. Oh. It's doing something. Well, this tree's gotta go. We did something. And smooth dolomite. I knew I'd run out of stuff. Smooth dolomite. This is gonna be one I may not have. Gonna get the smooth dolomite. I think gonna be a bit of a pain to get. I'll probably have to go mine it. Oh no. Trying to see, is there a good way to get smooth? If I took raw chalk, I could get the smooth, but that's expensive. Still takes that concrete. Chalk bricks with sandpaper polishy will make smooth. Do I have dolomite? Send. We'll get there eventually. This is just being a little bit of a pain. But it's okay. I am very much was not prepared for this. Go. How much of this do I need? 53. Got enough. If I sorry, I'm looking through these things. What do I need? Really need whatever the sandpaper, the polishing step is. So how do I polish? Belt grinder. How expensive are you? Not cheap. Say that much. But I think this is the best way to go get a bunch of that quickly. So let's see what I have here that could work for this. Need ULV circuit. I had more of those somewhere, but maybe I don't. It's basic circuits. Probably in the unsorted. Get a diamond. A steel cogwheel. Black steel rod. Oh, vision. One of those. Check the Greg Tech circuits real quick. We got put in here. It wasn't a vacuum tube per se. Oh, maybe it was. Vacuum tube. Nope. ULV. Oh, of course. Let me sleep real quick and then head to spawn because I think the other things I need are at spawn. Maybe. We hope. Sometimes we get lucky. Most times we don't. Doing a lot of back and forth to spawn today, but that's okay. Keeps life interesting. Let's see. Any of these have the thing I need? Not looking promising. Moment. There they are. The grinder belt. Oh my god. Okay. Well, how impossible is that going to be to make? Well, diamond grit paper is paper and diamond dust. This is made by diamonds and a handstone, like, or crushing the diamonds. Oh, okay. Oh, we can go get some more. We'll be fine in that regards. Let me just check to see if I have any smooth dolomite here at spawn. I doubt it, but we're already here. We might as well check. We have smooth shale. Well, we'll take that. We might need it. What am I working on? I'm trying to make a belt grinder so I can make the smooth dolomite I need a lot faster than having to go mine a bunch. That's gonna be my best way to make that, I think. So basically we're getting slowed down by some material limit. Dolomite cobble, but that's not what we're looking for. Sorry, we're material hunting at the moment mostly. I figured as much, Maya. It's a block we haven't really used this, and I am just fully unprepared for this build by not having these items ready in advance. So the streams become a whole lot of resource gathering today. But we're making progress. That's what counts. Raw dolomite to make smooth dolomite? No. It's because I need the smooth version of it. That's what's causing the issue here. To mass reduce the dolomite into like the cobbled version, yes, that would be true, but it's the smooth one that is. I need the polishing thing to be able to make that. That's what's slowing us down for the moment. Those actually. That too. Get the raw. All right, you can put it in the breaker. Where is the breaker? Excuse me. I am so sorry. Can't use the cobble. Hold up. 1 second. Might be overthinking this. Must be raw. Oh, that's what I'm not thinking about. I have to go get a raw piece then. So give me a minute to do that. I don't know if I have raw dolomite. Not. Doesn't look promising. Grab that glue though. Go. I'll see, we're pretty close to this at this point. I kind of want to just build this guy anyways, just because add it to the list of things that I will build that I'll probably never use again. But I kind of like having the list of things always expanding. And that is used to make that guy. I need the ULV machine hull, which I have in one of these chests over here. AC. Output bus. Am I blind? Machine hull. Beautiful. Boom. This is such a waste of resources, but it's kind of funny I can do this, so. Boom. And then I think if I throw that on. Get a smooth. And can I use that on the rock crusher to mass produce? Probably not. Am I doing something silly here? I wonder if I need some hoppers for this. Miles says, hi Ricky. Hi Miles, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Hope they're having a great evening. We are being a little ridiculous right now and making something that we don't necessarily need to make, but we're here, so we're doing it. Boom. And I think if I do it that way, is this not how this works? Oh, the speed too fast. Yep. The speed was too fast. That makes sense. I do not have a laser engraver. Oh, wait, I might have a laser engraver. That turns the raw into smooth, and I don't have raw yet. I need to go get a raw one. I think it is. Let me just see if I have. Do you have a raw dolomite? We need dolomite, gneiss, shale, and slate. Shale. It's fine. We will turn all that into the dolomite. Got some loose gneiss. Nothing's ever as easy as it should be, that's for sure. Of course it is. that figures, Josh. It's the only one without a laser engraver craft. That completely tracks. That. Those guys going. What do I have here? Walk. Going. I've had some the whole time. Oh. That's smooth shale. There's some. I think I'm good on dolomite. Ricky is sus, absolutely. All right, we're doing it. We're building the thing a little bit. That is so satisfying to watch. They'll get probably halfway done and be like, hey, now you need another block that you don't have. Go find that. And I'll be like, oh. But we're making progress. Love it. All right, what do we run out of? Ooh, shale. Sure. What smooth shale do I need? That should be enough. I can turn all this into smooth. This is like the loud. Alright, well that's going. We're gonna go look for some stuff, I think. What is going on over here? Oh, you've been making some terracotta tiles, Maya? This guy. What a guy. Let me go check in here. I don't think I have any of these, but let's double check just to be sure. Not feeling good about it. That's unfortunate. Move the andesite. Nope, just let's go make a bunch of that. Fun. I love the sus emote, Josh. That is so accurate. So absolutely perfectly accurate. You have fixed the mob issue. What'd you do to fix it? How'd you do it? The world wants to know. Brute forced it. Love it. That is the perfect answer. We're out of creosote. Oh. Oh no. Oh, we are out. Wow. That ain't good. Removed all grass blocks in a radius of 16 blocks around the dome and paved paradise and put up a parking lot. I love it. That's brilliant. That works. To see if there's any unlikely, but we'll double check just to be sure. 3 pieces. We'll take those palm planks because we'll probably need them at some point. Guessing. All the palm my way. Oop. Got those now. What else we got? Bunch of rotten food we don't need right now. Junk. More junk. Wood ash. Limestone, don't need that. Two. Well, it says, do you know if I change the 9 days a month in the configuration of my world, for example, to 15, does the food spoilage date change, or is it a different config? It is a different config. So, for example, in our world, we actually have 35-day months. I've gone in and changed the month length to the 35 days, but then what you have to do is go into the, I think it's the TFC common folder. And in there, when you go down, scroll through it, there should be a line that says like the rate of food decay. And if you lower that number, it will increase the length of how long the food lasts. So you gotta try and find that healthy balance of having it last long enough to justify the length of the month you have, but it is a separate config. So you have to go through and find that. And then you can adjust it so it's like there's one decay that's just standard food decay, and there's one that once it's preserved, one that when it's grilled, one for when it's salted or on the shelf. All those different ones, you can adjust each of those individually, and they do stack the length to be able to greatly increase the duration of your food preservation. I hope that answers your question. But it is a separate one. I think it's the TFC common folder under configs, but I'd have to look at it to be able to find it. It's not something I do very often, so I'm trying to go off memory there. But it's the same folder that's like you can go through each item of TFC and like how many days does it take for a tree to grow, how many animals can a different pig or how many offspring can a pig have, things like that. They're all in the same general folder config. Those right. I'm here now to get that part done. Oh, so fine. Thank you so much. The fact that my food only lasts an hour was driving me crazy. Yeah, you can customize it to whatever you want, and so you gotta kind of find that healthy balance. You don't want it to be so short that you never have to use food again, and that's a little bit of trial and error, to be honest. There is no perfect answer. It really comes down to how you want to play the game. For example, because we are a server, our food in general lasts longer than most TFG worlds. And we collectively as a server decided to do that because we knew with all the different time zones around the world that some people would be on while others were off. And it wasn't fair to those that were on during the day that their food spoils when they come back on the next day. So we probably overdid it a little bit, but that was more of because of that requirement. How many? 3, 2, 4, 90. Those. Yeah. Smoothing these. The rest of this can all be smooth. And then I need some shale bricks. Of course I do. So that ought to that. Time to rebuild my herd. 2,000 cattle, here we come. I love it, Joshua. That's fantastic. I love having goals like that. So unnecessary and yet so necessary. We're gonna need slate. Don't know if I've got I might, while this is going off, I'm gonna run back to spawn and grab some slate rocks. Josh says we need more players. Yes, we do. We need more people on the CFT world for sure. Completely agree with that. Players have become scarce. It's that awkward time at the beginning of a new year. I feel like generally speaking, like February and March, you see the lowest player on any Minecraft server. It's not just the CFT world. This is like that point of the year where people are doing other things, and then I really feel like around like May, having done a bunch of Minecraft worlds, that's when you see people really pick back up in Minecraft, in my opinion. A lot of people will stop once they get to the Greg. There's definitely a learning curve there, but also partially people just having different things going on in IRL. It happens. I agree, it would be nice to have more players on the server for sure. Oh, let's get some plate going. It happens very often on a lot of servers I play on around this time of year. I don't know why. I've seen it many times. So don't feel bad. They'll come back. We are an ever-growing community, and that's what's important. Some slate do I need? A lot. Quite a bit, apparently. Quite a bit. Anything you can work on grabbing for me? If you could get the loam mud brick stairs. Did you already get the terracotta tile roofs, Maya? I need basically 70 of those. And then some palm shingled roofs. would be helpful. Those are the things I kind of need. And then I'm working on all the stone parts of it. Also, partly because I play very chill. Let's just say I take my time to do anything. When I need food for, I don't know, a large mine trip, the food is about 2 minutes away from spoiling. Yeah, that's always frustrating. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate that. No, me. That there. Grab those. That back. I need more mortar, I think. I think I've got mortar in here. Pretty sure. How do I do that block list? It is a clipboard made with the Schemati-Cannon. So that is something unique with the Schemati-Cannon. Was it like working? And the sunset again. Of course it is. Ooh. The build is coming together. What did we run out of? Low mud brick stairs, of course. But we'll get to that. Order. Oh, helps to have them be from the same type of block there. Go dump some stuff into our inventory here that we don't need right now. I don't need the shale at the moment. That way. I'm going to put the gneiss in here for right now. This is taking up space. Plate like that. Boom. Full. Bunch of slate bricks. Throw some of those in there. And how many of the actual bricks I need? 123. Close that in there. I need more mortar. Beautiful. Got the mortar. Rotate up. Got that. Throw these in. Plate bricks. Now I need loam mud bricks there. Where is loam mud brick stairs? Loam mud bricks, which is made super easily by smelting wet loam mud, which is just loam mud and straw. Cool. Let's see if I have any loam mud. I need what? 55 of those, so Ugh. Come on. Loam dirt. They could turn that into loam mud. Pretty sure. Because I think if I do this, come on. Am I lucky today? Teams. I am. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Put that with straw to make 4 of them. Do I have straw around here? Just curious. Trying to see what all I have. Got stuff all over the place. You know. Oh, there's torches in there. Let me grab those real quick. I'm pretty sure I have straw in my storage silo. What is it? Straw. Work. Beautiful. Okay. And then these guys have to be smelted. Let's go up to the 3rd floor to smelt these real quick. Sure. Do I not have a furnace up here? There we go. Those. Where are they going? Oh, yeah, I got the, I got that part. I actually have the little mud brick part, so I can do that pretty easily, I think. There. That, like, a bunch more times. 10 seconds each. Yeah, that is slow. I'm sure I could go use like a mass furnace at spawn, but here we are. Let's see. Ever so slowly cooking. So it goes. Five of them. Well, this is taking too long. We're gonna try on the big thing. See if we have enough power to fire that guy up. I can't tell you how many times we've gone back and forth to spawn, but that's how it goes sometimes. Away we go. I think I can batch cook them in this big guy. Yeah. Getting very much creosote at the moment. I think it's just because we don't have very much at the moment. Oh well. Yes. Now we're making it. I'll make sure we don't run out of steam. That would be unfortunate if I run out of steam. Hard to stay hot. It doesn't have any fuel. Take that out. Maybe enough of that for now. I think I could do that. 55 of those. Up to 14. So I'm getting there. Very slowly getting there. But these things, I think this is like the last big item that we need, and then we can actually just let the thing go and have our cream at that point, ideally. But we want to finish off that building. 24, I'm halfway there. Don't run out of steam. No, we're running out of steam fast. That's bad. That's so bad. Oh. Crap. Well. Sounds about right. So use the old traditional and the energy woes. That's why we're working on the MV building. Our power supply has been insufficient and we have moved on beyond steam and low voltage. It's just slowing us down too much. It wouldn't be a TFT without energy woes. That is the truth. All right, we'll let that keep going while we go cook some more. There's 14 more. That puts us at 40. So we're like 15 away of the amount we need of that. I don't know why I thought that block would be the one we needed for that, but it looks pretty. Go ahead and eat real quick. And we've run out again. Of course. There's 9, so there's 3 more. It's so slow. Guess I could put out a bunch of drying mats if I really wanted to. Don't know if that would be faster at this point or not. Can't be much slower, to be honest. Can you really? Well, that was... I mean, I didn't have half the items I needed, but that was amazing. We got some blood tears. I think there's some dry mats here. At one point in time, I was making paper and kind of forgot about it. Just for the future. Yeah, no kidding. That was amazing. I don't know if 12 minutes is faster or slower than what that's going to be, but it doesn't hurt to get that going for the future. I really do. That's a fair point. I think I want to make like a basic block building essentially that just produces the things I need a lot of. That is a good point, Joshua, that I do not disagree with. And there's 4 more. We're just feeding the beast. See what I did there? We're still gonna be short. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more is what it looks like. So 9 times 3, 9, 18, 20. I need 27 of those bricks made. Once I have that, we will have enough. And we can move on to the next item. We're at 5. 22 more. At 10 seconds a piece. That's 220 seconds. That'll still be faster than the 12 minutes of the drying racket, but still gonna be a minute here. What else do we need? I think Maya was working on the palm parts with his wood. I could be wrong about that. Aren't you in MV? I'm working on the MV. I'm literally building the building to make my MV power to power my MV machines. That's why I literally just took them all down at the beginning of this stream, because that's what we were going to put in this building. So that's why we've been slowed down a little bit. If the palm is done, I think we have the things we need. He said so very unconvincingly. Well, we'll get some more of those bricks. You build the machine first, then build the building around it. Yeah, I'd like to build the building first. I don't know. I know it's slower, but it then forces me to use the machines I've built. Which I think is kind of fun. I need 6 more of these, so 1 more minute, basically. We're getting there. We're making progress. That's what's important. Definitely making progress. Yeah, well, I'm also making like different themes for each of the technologies. I know I'm making it more difficult than I have to, but I'm having fun with the mod pack. You know, just trying a different way to play it. That's all that's really going on there. It's kind of fun to try things in a unique way, even if they're not the most efficient way to do it. I think that is what I need. Nope. Drop these guys off and see if my count is right. I think I need 6 more of them. Yep, so close. I didn't make a steampunk house for the create stuff. Well, the stuff at spawn was pseudo steampunk, but I was kind of going for like an older age look to it as well, just because it was like the start to the world. So it was kind of like even like pre-steampunk, more just like almost medieval-esque is kind of what we're going with there, just for something a little bit fun. But we're not rolling out steampunk as another building in the future. All right, I think we have everything. We'll know real quick when it stops working, but it looks like we're actually making a building. At this point in time, I was kind of wishing my free cam was loaded in, but I don't think I have it loaded in at this point. Let's do the tried and true scaffold our way up. And we just watch the magic happen. It's happening. Oh yeah. The Schemati-Cannon. Schematic-Cannon was definitely the way to go. I just kind of wish I had gotten the entire material list before I started the stream, because then we could have put a bunch of stuff together inside the building. But this will be fine. This is gonna be a small building, so getting all of that stuff to fit in there will be a unique challenge, but I'm very here for it. I think it'll be fun. So satisfying to watch. I love it. And it's moving pretty quick too, to be honest. And you got Maya over here just watching it all unfold in the sky. I love it. We'll chill with the hat as we come near a close of the stream here. Been working pretty hard. It's nice to see our work pay off. Ooh, next layer. Be real sad if we get halfway done. It's like, you're missing a block. But I think we have everything. Well, I'm going to have to put in some of the steel supports to make sure that the walls don't collapse. Because the smooth ones can still be affected by gravity, if I'm not mistaken. So I should probably make some of those, the steel supports for the building, and put it on the second floor just to be safe. Yeah, this is looking good. Logs. And another layer. Oh, here, the roof has started. Here we go. You'll love to see it. Blackwood stair outline of the roof. I have 2 schematic cannons going. Does it go faster? Wonder. That's probably a logistical nightmare to get it to line up. One. A bunch of Blackwood stairs, I bet. Yep. Finishing off that little part there. Yeah. Love it. It's all coming together. What do you think, Maya? Satisfying? Jamming out to music and watching it just build itself. Oh yeah, we got the nod. I love it. This definitely took longer than I anticipated, but we're gonna see it through. We're gonna finish this build. We spent enough time gathering all the materials, we might as well enjoy this fun part of just watching it build itself. I love how the stairs even go into the correct orientation. That's amazing. What is happening? Is it big enough? Probably not. But we're gonna make it fit, and that is gonna be the next fun challenge. It's gonna take some creative stacking of the tools, but I think I can make it work. Maya just playing some music down there. Get in there. I love that you can also like watch the blocks launch at the different distances. That's always it's a satisfying little animation there. Getting close. This guy. I really enjoy watching this. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta let that beat drop. Love it. Big Step is the best. So close. This is the way to build. That works too. Right? Roof is sweet. Fitting everything in will be a challenge, but I think I can make it work. Almost. Yeah. Should have the peak of that outshoot coming up next. Oh, great music choice, Maya. Fully support it. We are dangerously close to being done with this. That should be the end of that section. And I think we got like 3 more layers. Three or 4 more layers here. So we're close. Love it. Go. Farther. Watching that last little bit come together. This link. Oh, I forgot. I extended this one up higher, so it is a little bit. Because then there'll be a stair on top of that. I think. I remember what I did. It's been a minute. I could watch this all day. Like, this is so satisfying to watch. Yep, there's the stair layer. There will be a block layer, stair layer, and then the centerpiece. No, not rain. Well, at least we'll have a roof over our MV technologies. We don't have to worry about blowing up anymore. The real reason we're doing all this. Lie in his sleeping bag. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we got 2 more layers to go. Alright. Uh-oh. What did we run out of? Missing a baobab plank. Here. I got that. Boom. Boom. Almost made it. I figured I'd be running out of something. At least it was something easy. You should put some create steam and rail smokestacks on there to help indicate as a power plant building. That's not a bad idea. On the back side is a water wheel, which I think I'm going to have animated so it just moves all the time. Right. I think, oh, glass block. Hey Maya, want to break that glass block that's floating? Yes, right there from when I made the schematic. That one. Right there. Yep. He missed. Love it. And it should be missing torches. Fine. Because it's the Minecraft torches, not the Terraformer ones. That's fine. I'd say the build is beautiful. I'll have to fix this floor up front to actually bring it down, but you know, I could do that manually. I don't need to Schemati-Cannon that. And then this wheel here in the front of it, I'm going to have all the way around. I want it to just be constantly moving in that little outlet there just to kind of give that power supply look to it. But I think this is a great place to end our stream. I'll have to skip just to double check. Yep. Empty schematic. Love it. Beautiful. I think we have had a very successful stream here. We have Schemati-Cannoned. It was amazing. Maya was the best for helping out. Thank you so much, Maya. I appreciate it so much. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. We will definitely be back next Tuesday for another Terraforma Tuesday. and depending on our schedules, we might get one additional stream in before then. No promises, but we will see if we can to try to put some MV stuff inside the building. So definitely things to look forward to, but we are making progress on the world, and I think it looks cool. Any final words, Maya, that you want to add? I know that you've got a delay on hearing me, so I'll give him a minute to think about that. Joshua, and for once, we are not bad to Future Ricky. We have actually helped Future Ricky for like the first time ever by actually doing something for the future. Kenzie, how do I have the worst time? I'm sorry, Kenzie. Welcome back. You can watch the replay, I suppose, but thank you for being here anyways. Appreciate the lurk. And yeah, like and sub and y'all rock. Definitely like and subscribe to Maya. Definitely do that. And we will see you guys on the next Terrafirma Tuesday. Have a good one, everybody.